What is growing on? So I've had a ton of requests. What is going on with the new farm, new nursery? When are you going to be open? And this is probably the last video I'm going to make here for a minute. We have ran into some crazy roadblocks. I'll be honest with you guys, I've gotten burnt out. Back on the work schedule, I've kind of almost gave up hope here for a little bit. I did get a little hope last week, but we have ran into every roadblock there is with Pasco County. All kinds of crazy requests that shouldn't be required for an agriculture nursery site. It has been nothing but a hot mess. So I am not going to be making a video here until I am opened or until I have some good news. Back on the job site schedule, back on the traveling schedule. I want to start getting around Florida, filming some other sites, getting kind of back to what I used to do. Obviously filming our installs, but I figured while I'm making an update video, I could update you guys on how crappy this cover tarp for solarization worked out. Guys, if you're going to solarize, it is worth spending the money and buying the real deal stuff, the stuff that's actually made to be used in the field to solarize. I kind of tried to take the cheap route. I went to Lowe's, got a combination of black and clear, and I can tell you that the clear stuff is absolute trash. Everything over on this side had clear, and it was just disintegrated into a million little pieces. We filled about 6 garbage cans last week. And today I'm heading out to pick up some cover crop seed. I think we're going to be putting sun hemp on this one, and cowpea and black bean on the other one. We're going to try a couple of different, we've used these cover crops. We're going to use a couple of different cover crops out here to get these plots covered. But this was a hot mess. This was a big failure. Guys, it is the middle of summer here in Florida. It is hot, it is muggy, it is rainy. I can barely keep up with the grass over here. Just maintaining this place right now is consuming my weekends. It is cutting into my fishing time. I cannot wait to get open, have staff over here, have people to help with maintenance, because I probably spend about 4 hours just on a lawnmower here every week, not counting my own property. So it is no small undertaking to maintain this place. Kind of slowed down on the mulch. I've just got a stump grinder guy and a local tree guy coming in and mostly locking the gate during the week. Just kind of on a standby, waiting until we kind of get some good news or get through this. So I'm going to keep you guys posted. As far as an update on the bamboo along the fence, that was kind of disappointing. I probably had about 65% loss on the ones in full sun. All of the ones in the shade did really, really good. All of the ones out in the field, even with the good compost, even on irrigation, we had a lot of failures. It was really quite disappointing. Next time I cut up a clump, I'm going to cut them, put them straight into pots, put them straight into the shade, let them root out, and then bring them out here in the field. And actually what happened here was I did have some extra pieces left from these clumps that we cut up and put on this fence line. They've sprouted out, even from the same variety, didn't make it in full sun, made it in the shade at the farm. So it tells me that, it's just a little bit too intense to be in that full sun. They definitely establish a lot better when they're in some shade. The nutsedge here, guys, is at a whole nother level. I actually just ordered 2 different organic weed sprays. One's an interesting bacteria. The other one, I believe, is a lot of oils. I want to try them because there's just way beyond pulling here right now. Now, I know once this bamboo does establish along this fence line, bamboo will actually almost choke out the weeds. So I'm not expecting a lot of weed pressure. You can see here, this is a shady section. All of these ones almost made it. These ones didn't do so bad. The area I have that have a lot of failure is actually way down over there. And it's that stretch of Graceful, probably about 30 pieces until it hits Alphonse Carr. Alphonse Carr did great, Graceful did crappy. These are Graceful over here on this side. These ones actually are starting to sprout. We have the water coming on 3 times a day. Next year we'll have some real bamboo, but here's one that didn't come up. This one came up. This one's got a little sprout. This line didn't do so bad. The worst one is back there. Here's another dead one. So bamboo is growing. One of the other things I really wanted to get you guys today was some updated drone footage. I finally got a new phone. That was the problem with the drone, the connection from the phone to the controller. I'm also in a no-fly zone here. I got permission this morning to fly, so tried to get you guys a little bit of updated drone footage. It has been a minute. I'll be using that on all the videos to come, don't worry. Shade Nursery is putting on some growth. Need to get in here and blow off, pull weeds, just kind of get it under maintenance. But we are still waiting to put plants here, guys. I am still having theft issues. Actually just came last week to pick up an attachment for a job. That tiller I showed you guys got to the job site and both of my quick connect disconnections off of the attachment were gone. So I'm a little scared still to leave plants on the ground here, even with cameras. Still looking at that dog possibility. Once we get open though, we're gonna step up security just a little bit more, but that is what's growing on here. A lot of these gingers are coming in really nice. Got some oak tree saplings that need to be cut out of there. This perennial vegetable bed over here is rocking. Got some curbing left over, still got to clean that up, but the Okinawa spinach is doing great. Giant edible leaf hibiscus, that avocado is doing really good. And this bed almost has a full ground cover. I mean, look at this longevity spinach. Really, really rocking out. So you can tell it's loving those rains. And what's growing on over here? So we did have some crazy high winds. I need to stake up this cherry of the Rio Grande. Some more giant edible leaf hibiscus. Bananas are all putting on leaves. Still need to get some shell on this path, but that's it for this site. I'm taking a break. If anybody out there knows an agriculture lawyer, someone focused on land right use that's done work, and even in Pasco County would be much better. I have contacted some lawyers that have done work here. I can't even find anybody close by that'll take the case. The lawyers I have found are in Tallahassee. They want an insane retainer, no guaranteed what they're going to get done. So I'm in limbo. I'm burnt out. I'm taking a break. I'm getting back to tours. I'm getting back to job sites, and those are the kind of videos you're going to see from me here in the future. So don't buy cheap plastic white tarp for solarization. That was a big learning experience, and I might make an update video after I try those different herbicides I was telling you about, those organic sprays. See how they do on the nutsedge, see how they do on some of the different weeds around here. My neighbor who owns a big tree farm, BMAC Tree Farms, they just bought a really cool tool they pull behind the tractor that burns the rows. They're demoing it for about 90 days. I might even play with that thing a little bit. It's more or less designed for tree rows, but as far as for parking areas and so on, I want to see how that thing burns some weeds. So tours coming at you, nursery updates coming at you, job sites coming at you. Eventually we might even leave the state again, so stay tuned. Most importantly guys, it's 2023. Start a garden, pound some dirt,